I know it's been a little minute. I've been very inconsistent on this page, but your boy has been locking in on trying to do stuff. Okay, not really. Your boy's been getting his ass kicked by YouTube and the AI on this platform. Fuck the AI on this platform, but that's not what I'm here to talk about today. I wanted to talk about something that is true and dear to my heart. Hate. And I hate niggas. And there's a lot of niggas that I hate, specifically in a lot of shows. So, again, hi, Shelly, by the way. While I was on the toilet, letting one out my ass, I made a list of characters that I could not stand in fiction, and I wanted to go over it. So, first one, Akito from Fruits Basket. If you guys don't know what Fruits Basket is this romance anime. It's very wholesome for the most part. It's a anime where the Chinese zodiac signs are like people, and all these zodiacs are like linked. They're not related. They're linked in a way to where like they have to serve this person named Akito, and Akito is like the god of the zodiacs, right? And she treats everybody so poorly. Like, it sucks. There was this one thing I have some hair by my mouth. What the? Pardon me. There was this character, I forgot his name. Actually, I'm gonna look up his name real quick because for the context of this video. Okay, so I'm back. So the dude's name is Hattori, right? And Hattori was like Akito's servant, you know what I'm saying? And he found his, found a little girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? He about to be cool. Like, they've been cool for minutes or a while. And he wanted to ask her to marry her. Bro, Akito, when she heard that Hattori wanted to ask out old girl to marry him, this bitch took like a glass shard and damn near blinded my mans, like slashed his eye, and he was like almost permanently blind for a while. Then it got to the point where she traumatized like his little pretty much traumatized his little to the point to where like she just completely stopped fucking with him. And that was like his perfect woman. So he lost her for no fucking reason. And Akito did that just so Hattori would still be close with him. And then there's another instance. Well, I'm gonna just put it right here. She abuses every single one of the zodiacs. Goddamn, I got like, the stupid ass hair in my eyes. She abuses every single one of the zodiac signs, right? Every single one of them, just so they would be close to her. I have like an eyelash that keeps poking me in my eye, and it's really pissing me off. So that happens, and then there's this another time where this girl, I got the characters pulled up. I think her name is Rin, right? And she was dating, I can't read it. It's the character with the white hair. What is his name? I can't see it. Fuck. Hold on. What is his name, bro? Hatsuharu. Yeah, so the white dude, or the dude with the white hair, his name was Hatsuharu, right? And he was dating this girl named Rin, I believe. And Akito got so mad that Hatsuharu, a minor, was dating someone else, that she pulled up to Rin's place and threw Rin off the fucking balcony and almost killed this woman or killed this child. Like, this bitch is so lonely. Imagine like Homelander, if Homelander was a woman, but the woman didn't have powers. And you may be like wondering, like, why didn't the Zodiacs just, slap this bitch across the galaxy? They're in kind of a curse to where like they can't do anything to her. They literally, whatever she wants, she has to like just let it happen. You feel me? So, it sucks. And then at the end of the show, after she abuses all the Zodiacs, and after she fucking tries to bully the main character, her name is Honda Toru, which is the most innocent, wholesome, nice main character of all time. She then, I think she slaps Toru at one point, or like punches her. Then at the last episode, she's like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm sorry. I have been acting like a total bitch. You guys can do whatever you want. Just don't leave me out of it. Bitch, fuck you. Hate her. Yeah, she sucks. But Fruits Basket is a really good anime. You guys should go watch it. My next show is oh my god, Deborah Morgan from Dexter. So if you guys hear clicking in the background, by the way, my girlfriend is off cam. Like she's like right next to the my PC, but she's editing right now. She's the reason why I watched Dexter. She put me onto the show and she already watched it before, so she wanted me to catch up to it, and we binged the entire thing. And when I watched the show, I seen this character. Her name was Deborah Morgan, and the main character of the show is named Dexter. And Dexter, his whole thing is like he has urges to kill people, but he kind of controls the urges because he kills like evil people, you know, rapists, mass murderers, pedos, like all those types of people. But if he doesn't get to kill like those types of people, and he has to hold in his murderous intent for a long time, eventually, if it's like a ticking time bomb, right? If he can't kill somebody, he might snap and just kill an innocent person because he needs to satisfy that urge, right? So, anyways, dude, this fucking piece of hair, bro. It's these damn dogs in this house. Fuck. So Deborah is, for like the first 7 seasons, she doesn't really know that Dexter is a serial killer. And every single time something happens, this bitch makes it all about herself, right? She makes it all about herself, and she does. I'm not going to say she doesn't contribute anything to the story, but it feels like she contributes nothing to the story, right? So it'll be something like, Dexter had a bad day, and one of the other cops was just like, you know, being annoying to him. Deborah will come in, talk about why isn't this making you mad? Do you not understand why I'm mad for you? Are you fucking stupid? And every time she cusses like an idiot. She cusses like a child, right? Like she cusses like a white boy, a small white boy. You fucking fuck, you Jesus cocksucker, motherfucker. Like I'm telling you, the shit that she says, it's like you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Nobody or no other race or ethnicity has said something like this. What did she say specifically, bro? It was something that she said that I had to tell Baylor to pause the episode and I had to walk away because it cringed me out. Oh my God. I don't know. It was something cringe. I hated how she spoke. And then one scene that like, I was hoping, spoiler alert, she dies towards the end of the show. It hurt me, ironically enough, but I was hoping for her to die when this specific moment happened. So Dexter had his little and her name was Rita. Now Rita was this character that was like just an innocent character, had 2 kids, but all she knew in her life was just abuse and bullshit, right? Her ex-baby father, or baby daddy, I should say, is a white woman, by the way. Yeah, don't stereotype my people. The baby daddy was like a drug addict and he was abusive, you know what I'm saying? So she had to deal with that, and she finally was able to separate herself from him. I'm telling you, bro, I don't know what it is on my face. Thank God the camera can't see it, but this shit is getting ridiculous. So she had to deal with that. Then Dexter, you know, her new boyfriend is a serial killer, but she doesn't know that. Then Dexter cheats on her. You know what I'm saying? And then they start trying to work on it now. It's kind of, she goes through a lot. Eventually, one of the serial killers that Dexter was trying to hunt down finds Rita and kills Rita. And it was the most like biggest plot twist I ever would have seen. I never would have thought Rita was going to get killed. So that hurt me. I screamed like a bitch. And so now like the police department, they're investigating everything. And Deborah Morgan, she pulls up to the spot and she's like crying because she was kind of close with Rita, because Rita, you know, was about to be her sister-in-law essentially. And the whole cop investigative team, they clear out after they get all like the evidence and blah 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 blah. And Deborah's still in the house that she was murdered in. She's kind of like having a breakdown. And there's this another detective, his name is Quinn. He walks in and Deborah is like, she's breaking down now that Quinn is there, like, hey, are you all right? She's like, no. She looks at Quinn and starts making out with them. She starts making out with them. Quinn is like, what the fuck? And she starts going in. 2 seconds after that, she's like, take your pants off. I'm about to suck your dick. Bitch, what? Your sister-in-law just died. And it's not like, you know, Rita was just on the ground and just lifeless and there was no blood. She was in a pool, a literal bathtub full of blood. And she was like it was some scary, disgusting shit. And for some reason, Deborah was like, yep, this is where we're going to hold a Diddy party right now. So Quinn, horny ass, was like, you know what, whatever, I don't care. I'm not related to whoever just died. Pussy is pussy. So he just lets it happen and they get it happening, right? Then right after that happens, Deborah's like, Quinn, I don't want anything to do with you. Stop trying to hit on me. Stop acting weird, nigga. Like, what are you talking about?
Didn't Quinn cheat on his girl? Cheated on his girl because he slept with Deborah. And was Deborah with the black dude or the old man at that point?
Deborah was with the old man.
Was she cheated?
Oh wait, no. I don't think Deborah was. That's my girlfriend, by the way, if y'all can hear her. So Deborah, I don't think she was in love. Yeah, I think she just got out the relationship with the black dude. Because she was previously in a relationship with the black dude, and all of her relationships that she was in, she would always blame the other person that she was dating. I could go in on her, but it's a whole lot of shit. Anyways, yeah, bro. She did this. She did that. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna bring that up since my girlfriend brought it up too. So Deborah spent like a whole season, I think it was like season 3 or season 4, trying to save this black dude. And, you know, because she loved him. And yeah, he was an undercover like snitch, essentially, right? And, you know, cops love snitches. Cops love snitches like Trump loves to hate on Mexicans. She loved, bro, the snitches in the show were low-key to goats or high-key to goats because we're on the team of cops in this show. You know what I'm saying? So the black dude, she starts building a relationship with him. And after like literally the first episode after that same season, after they get together at the end of the season, she breaks up with him. And she's like, yeah, I don't want to date you no more. Holy switch up. All right, bitch. Like, it's so many relationship problems. It's so bad. It's so bad. And then last thing with Deborah Morgan, because I'm ripping into her ass, and I'm about to tear it open and pour bleach down it because it gets kind of get worse. So then there's a moment where she realizes that her taste in men is awful. Her taste in men is god awful. And while she has this like spiritual awakening, I guess, she falls in love with her adoptive brother Dexter and starts having dreams of her getting her shit beat in. Bro, she changes by the end of the show, but by that time, you know how like in some animes or just media in general where like a villain is a villain for such a long time, and then the moment they start talking about I want to change my life around, I want to go to college, I want to save people, they immediately die right after. Yeah, that happens to Deborah. Now she's like, okay, I found out that Dexter is a serial killer. I'm gonna still rock with my boy because he's not technically doing anything wrong. And the moment you start to be able to like her, she gets killed. So it kind of hurt. Anyways, Deborah Morgan is now done. That's probably the longest rant I'm gonna give. Another person is, I know barely any of y'all are gonna, know this character. And I'm gonna throw up character images in this video so you guys know what I'm talking about. I'll try and start throwing in a little bit of editing in these videos. But there's this dude named Ernest. Yeah, lame ass name. Look at this fucking cut. Look at this guy. It's a fucking bum. This dude's from the 2007 Devil May Cry anime, right? Kind of an irrelevant character, but they dedicated an entire episode to this guy. So basically, in this episode, we get to see that Dante, his previous alias, was Tony Redgrave. And after the incident that happened at his house where demons invaded his house, they killed his mom, supposedly killed Virgil because Dante didn't know it at the time. But then after events of DMC3, yeah, blah, 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 he found Virgil, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, basically after his house got burned down and destroyed by demons, Dante had to honor his mom's last request by changing his name and like trying to move to some other people. And so he changed his name to Tony Redgrave, and he got adopted by this family. And like his little, I guess his like childhood friend, his name was Ernest, right? And that's where he spent kind of his childhood until another demon attack happened where he lived at, and it took place and it affected Ernest's family as well. So after that happened, Dante was like, all right, fuck the alias. I'm just sticking with my name and I'm about to go kill demons and make it a business. So fast forward, it's like 20 years later or something. And Ernest is like, hey, Tony, because that's, the Anthony, Tony Redgrave, whatever. So he calls him Tony, and he messages Dante and he's like, hey, man, it's been a long ass time since I've seen you. Yada, 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 chit chat. We don't care. Basically, there's a demon here, bro. And I know you cold like that. You want to help us out? And Dante's like, I don't know who this Anthony guy is, because he just tries to act nonchalant because he doesn't really want to put any more people in danger. But he's like, yeah, if I see a demon, I will kill it, right? And he tells Ernest, do not go and summon this demon. Do not try and, if you see a demon, run, because you are not built for it. Look at his cut. His haircut explains it all. This nigga's a bitch. What does he do? This man grabs a shotgun. He grabs a shotgun and he goes and summons this demon after being told multiple times by Dante, do not summon this demon, you dumbass. He does this weird ass ritual to my summer, down with the niggas, down with the whites, down with everybody in my life that ain't right. Summons a demon pops out, and it's this gigantic ass, like shadow looking wildebeest. He pulls out a shotgun to Ernest. He realizes he's not built for this. As soon as he sees that demon, I'm pretty sure the back of his pants was smelling like absolute doo-doo. So after that happens, he starts trying to shoot this demon. The demon is tanking the bullets. Like, boom, bullets flying off. Boom, fly off. Like, it was useless. So Dante comes in, and Ernest is about to get killed, right? Ernest is about to get sliced in half. Dante comes in, pushes him out the way, and Ernest lands on a fucking concrete thing, and his like head kind of like, he suffers that little head injury, and he starts bleeding, and he's like, Anthony? And then passes out. Dante takes care of the fucking demon, and then Ernest wakes up in the hospital bed, right? And as soon as he wakes up, instead of being thankful that he's alive, he runs outside. He sees Dante walking away, and he's like, you bitch ass nigga, you're the reason that the demons came here and caused harm to our village all those years ago. And this would have never happened if your pasty ass wasn't here meddling with them demons. And he starts blaming everything on Dante, even though this bitch ass nigga was told not to do this. If I tell you, don't step into this pit of lava, and you step into the pit of lava, and now your fucking testicles get burnt off, you better not come screaming at me, because I'm just going to kick you back in the pit of lava. That's exactly what happens. And he doesn't say, thank you for saving my life. Hey, thank you for saving this village. He blames him and says, I never want to see your face ever again. You suck. You suck ass. Like, you are the epitome of garbage and stupid. I've never heard anyone get their life saved and still complain, except for J. Jonah Jameson, who I actually could put on this list. Him and Mary Jane, but that I feel like I could talk about them too for like an hour each, and I don't want to do that. So my next one is from gaming. Tekken, Tekken's not a character, but the character is Azucena. She is this, is she Brazilian or like a Spanish girl? I don't know. Latina girl from Tekken 8. And you don't really get that much lore to her, right? Her whole personality is, I love coffee. I love coffee. I like to dance and I like coffee. And I want to sell this coffee, right? Bro, the plot of Tekken 8 is the main character, Jin, has to go against his father, the main antagonist, aka Kazuya. And Kazuya is the literal devil. His whole thing, he wants to start World War 30, and he wants to fucking just take over the world and cause nothing but despair and just fight a lot of people. Like, it's like your typical New York villain, if the New York villain was just a Satanist as well. So somehow Kazuya has like a whole soldier group following his lead, and he starts recruiting people. Azucena joins this evil ass, sinful, most degenerate group of just killers. Also, she could promote her fucking coffee business. Bitch, if you wanted to do that, go to Starbucks. Run an ad. Put it on Facebook. Keith Lee this shit on TikTok. What are you talking about? Why are you trying to promote coffee and you're literally killing your customers? And half of the dudes on that battlefield have probably drank some coffee that morning, and you are willing to kill them. And like, there's this character, non-binary character, shout out to Leo. Happy Pride Month to all the gays, straights, or not straights, gays, bis, pansexuals, and all types of sexuals and transgenders out there. There's this dude, Leo, non-binary character. Yes, that's important. Shut up. And he, or they, I should say, they start fighting Azucena on the battlefield, and they're like, dude, what are you doing? Like, come on, what is your whole motive? Azucena says her motive, my motive, is to make the world's most famous coffee. Yay! Yay! And Leo's like, okay, you know, you can do that and still be a decent fucking human being, right? And then Azucena's like, you're right. I'm gonna lead this battlefield. Okay, bye. What the fuck? And then she suffers absolutely zero consequences. She doesn't suffer a single consequence. She goes into this war. That is like 50 felonies right there. Treason against America and treason against the whole world. And right after that, she gets let off scot-free and her business is booming. I don't know. It's the dumbest. I think that character has some of the dumbest lore in Tekken. And I'm not talking like including Kuma and Panda and like the animals that are fighting characters, because it's animals. Who the fuck cares? Who cares? We're talking about the actual humans here, right? So, and my last one to end off, Game of Thrones, Joffrey. Blonde white boy. I hate him. He sucks. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being blonde and there's nothing wrong with being a white boy, but there is a problem with being Joffrey. Joffrey is like the biggest Discord mod during like the medieval times. So what I mean is like this nigga he's like a Twitter user, right? You pull up a Twitter account and, you know, he sees people being happy. I don't like seeing you happy. Racial slur. I don't like seeing you happy. Homophobic slur. I don't like seeing you happy. I'm going to expose you and drop your IP address so you can get nuked off the planet. So Joffrey is this character who is the son of Jamie. I forgot the last name. Fuck. Jamie. What's the last name?
Lannister.
Jamie Lannister. Thank you. The Lannisters are a super famous family. One of the most, if not then the most famous family in Game of Thrones. Jamie Lannister and Cersei Lannister. His parents are incest freaks. Yep. Y'all know how the most recent news came out? Kay Vertes was fucking on her cousin. Well, it gets worse here. Because Cersei was fucking on her blood-related brother. And they was going at it. A lot. And Joffrey came out, the dick and balls there. And my, oh my, it couldn't get, it just, you think it would be bad just having an incest baby. It gets worse when you have an incest baby who's a bitch ass nigga. This man, Joffrey, takes pleasure in abusing young women, older women, animals, just anybody he can, because he finds it funny. And there was this time where like Joffrey was the king, he's the only one leading the kingdom. So when we're in war, hey, we need a king to tell us what to do. Joffrey is such a bitch when it comes to like actual physical violence. He can watch it happen, but he can't get involved at all. In fact, it got so bad, he ran away from the war and was like asking for help from his mother. His mom was like 50. Bro, you can't make that up. You can't make that up. And like, this man is a sadistic weirdo, because there's this other character. Her name was Sansa. Sansa is like a main character who Joffrey kills her dad right in front of her. He kills Ned Stark, who was an important character as well. He kills her, or he kills him right in front of her. And then he's always mocking him about it. Y'all know that meme from Monsters vs. Aliens, where like the blue monster is like wiggling that Jello piece and fading off screen? That's how like Joffrey is kind of like rage baiting Sansa. Like, oh, nigga, I got your dad. I got your dad. Hey, guess what? I can use your dad's skull, open its mouth and fuck his mouth, and you can't do nothing about it. Yeah. You can't. Matter of fact, I'm about to go outside and shoot hoops. I'm Jalen Brunson in this bitch with your dad's skull, right? And just like, he was primetime rage baiter, right? That's why I say he's kind of a Twitter user, because Twitter users are great at rage baiting. Like, I genuinely believe, hot take, but if Jesus was alive, Jesus would be getting rage baited by Twitter niggas. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Jesus could be like, I hope everybody has a blessed day. Somebody will come in talking about some, I had a blessed day until you said something, nigga. What? I'm so serious. Twitter, oh my God, Twitter niggas are so miserable. They are so miserable. But yeah, so this happens, you feel me? And Joffrey, for like 5 or like 4 seasons or something like that, is just the biggest asshole. So he's always taunting Sansa. He's planning to grape Sansa. He doesn't, but he was planning to. And like, he just tortures everybody. There was this scene where one of the like a brothel woman, which is like, I'm not going to say like a Bonnie Blue woman, a woman that's out there and just stroking and sucking dudes or women for money. You know what I'm saying? Like the I can't say the word that starts with P and rhymes with institution, but you know what I'm talking about. Those were the types of women. And Joffrey was like, yeah, let me get 3 bad hoes to my dorm. Instead of getting down and dirty, as you would think a lot of dudes was, because oh my God, medieval time gooners, well, they was gooned out. They was gooned. Anytime they could bust a nut, they busted that nut. You would think Joffrey would do that. No. Joffrey invited hoes to his place, his private room, to torture them. There was one of the girls he tortured. He like put like 6 arrows in her, and it was one through her elbow. It was another one through her elbow, and like she was just like, she was stretched out on like the wall, just hanging with arrows. And Joffrey took like genuine pleasure, and he made Sansa look at that. From what I remember, I believe he made Sansa look at the aftermath. So I hate him. I really hated him. I've never been so happy to see not an actor, but a character die in a show. And I wish that Cersei had just a horrible fate, just like him, but she kind of got let off easy. She got a quick death at the very end of the show. That sucked. Cersei's I wouldn't make an argument she's probably just as bad as Joffrey. If not, then maybe just just a little bit more understanding. But yeah, no. Cersei is actually a lot more understanding because Joffrey didn't like nobody. Cersei at least loved her family. She loved her children. Joffrey hated everybody. Joffrey hated his brother. Joffrey hated his dad. He hated his mom. He just woke up hating niggas. And I kind of respect it to a certain extent. I can respect it if it's not from a bitch ass nigga. Again, yeah, Joffrey sucks. But that's all the characters I wanted to talk about today. Sorry guys for not being consistent. I'm trying my best to get back on here and come up with ideas about what I want to talk about. I will try my best to keep that up. So I love you guys. Okay, bye.